Everybody ready?
All right, we'll start with an opening statement from Coach.
Yeah, these Saturday games have been fun. And, Memorial was an incredible environment. I thought our guys showed great resiliency in the second half. We played some good basketball before that in a lot of stages, but, things were kind of down and out. And just to be able to come back and be able to put that game away was impressive by them. And I thought our crowd was a big part of that too. The support they gave us and kind of pulled us through. We were a little bit stuck in the mud there, and they helped pull us out. And it's all these games are important, but this one was important. I mean, we lost 2 on the road. I thought we played really good last game on the road. We did carry it over this one, and you got to take care of business at home. And it's difficult. You're trying to find wins any way possible, and that's a really good team, well coached, and just proud of the guys to be able to be ready to play and play all the way through to the 40. And just a lot of great performances all the way through. I honored the guys or kind of talked to them in the locker room. So many guys did good things, and that's a team win. That's what's all about.
All right, questions for players?
Tyler, Trey Johnson is SEC's leading scorer, obviously. Got his a little bit tonight, but was really contained more than he normally is. You were on him a little bit. Just kind of what you see about how you guys approached him?
Yeah, I mean, we had a plan for team defense. I can't really claim stopping him though. I guarded him one play, he got baseline. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. But I think MJ Collins should get a lot of credit, man. He was playing his butt off, playing really hard, and making things tough for him. So I think he should get a lot of credit for that.
Jaylen, 18 points, 14 rebounds. Felt like you were in attack mode from the beginning. Did you come into this game knowing that you could have an impact on it?
Yeah, it's just starting off in practice, really, just coming every day and attacking practice. I feel like that's where it starts at, and that's why I've changed my mindset to, and it's paying off. So just getting better every day, just keep going.
Jaylen, that stretch in the first half, you guys were struggling from the field. How big of a lift do you think that was for you individually, but for the team to get some of those second chance points that you created?
Just that's our identity as me and Glock. That's what we like to have our identity as, just that dogs, because we're undersized, so that length it could be effective, but not really. It's just when you got more toughness, it always works out for us.
Jaylen, Rodney, Texas' head coach, said you played grown man basketball. We see you out there screaming. We see you out there banging down low. How much do you enjoy that gritty part of the game where you're able to kind of show what you can do, despite the fact that you were a little bit undersized in some of those rebounding matchups tonight?
Yeah, that's just years of work. Nobody's seeing it in high school, and coming out of college, my guy took me here, so just he believes in me, and I have that, so that's all I really needed. So when I go out there and I'm out there yelling, there's a meaning behind it. So that's just something I love.
Yeah, along the lines of you yelling, you normally slam your head into the basket after. I'm not sure. I've not seen that from many guys. Are you just possessed? Is that something you do?
Nah, it's a little fear tactic, Make them back down, Let you know that y'all not crazier than me. For sure.
4 threes. It feels like in these home wins, you've hit 3, 4 threes in these games. Is there something about this gym that you'd rather be shooting at home as opposed to on the road?
I mean, I feel like everybody likes playing at home. Just you get so many reps here, play here all the time, practice here. So, I mean, there's a level of comfort, but it's really just basketball at the end of the day, regardless of where you're playing at. I just came into the game confident. All my teammates instilling confidence in me, JC specifically, instilling a lot of confidence in me, just telling me to go out there and let it fly. And so they were falling tonight, and it helped us.
Tyler, you guys were down 4 with 6:20 to go, and you went on a 10-0 run that got you the lead for good. What flipped in that moment that allowed you guys to get separation?
I think it's just a level of toughness for us. Just we've been in a lot of adversity through the games that we've played already. So just being able to know that the game's not over, it's never really over. And we've been in worse places, and we know how to fight back. We know we have the ability to fight back. So no one was really second-guessing anything when we get down or anything like that. We just got to keep fighting.
Jaylen, have you got more comfortable as the season's going on, just kind of embracing your role?
Yeah, just trusting my guys more. I'm kind of like the guy who knew the whole system, so it was kind of rough for me at first because I'm having to teach everybody. Like, if we just trust the offense, it's going to come to all of us. So that was my frustration at being here, but now it's starting to come to me more. Just putting everybody in positions where I know that they can excel at for sure.
Anything Anything else for the guys? All right, thanks, Tyler.
I'm sweating like you today. I'm with you.
Mark, there's a point with like 15 minutes left in the game, and the two bigs have both got 3 fouls, and it didn't look like either one of them backed off intensity-wise at all. Just felt like that was a key to it.
Yeah, I think I got Devin out, if I recall correctly. I think it was like 17-minute mark, and I got him out and got Jaylen Carey in. And it's one of those things too. It's we talk about this all the time. If you got the mentality of you're trying not to foul, you're probably going to foul, and you're getting a bad result on that too. So it's just trusting your technique, trusting what you're supposed to, and we play aggressive. It's physical out there. I wish Devin's fouls would have been harder. I think some of his fouls were not the physicality that you could need sometimes. But we got those two guys. I like to play them together more, especially in this league. But I thought they did a good job of establishing kind of the physicality, the toughness we need, for our team.
Mark, are games like this necessary, even though it wasn't prettiest at times, to just kind of grind out a win and growth from that?
Yeah, I mean, you don't never want to say it's a must win, but you lose a home game and you just lost 2 tough road ones, and it really was. You can't take joy in playing well in a loss. And I thought at Florida we played well, not at Oklahoma, but at Florida we played well, and I'm happy for the guys to get the result. So it was an important game. If you look down the road, I mean, every single game's tough. Everybody's ranked. Quad won this, quad won that. So when you got a chance to win, you got to take them. You got to appreciate them.
Your team battled really hard in the paint, rebounding. Your team consistently makes comebacks when trailing. Rodney said that your team is simply pesky. How do you feel that kind of embodies your roster?
I don't think we have a choice. That adjective or anything else. I mean, I think we got to be gritty, pesky. We got to play hard, extremely hard. And I don't think we have, if we don't do that, we're probably not going to win any games or many more games. So we understand that. We coach that way. Our guys get it, and they're built that way. I mean, they're competitive, and they're going to play really, really hard and compete.
Mark, your performances kind of on the road versus at home have seemed like night and day, especially defensively. What is it that makes you play so much better at home, and how can you kind of carry that over to some of your upcoming road games?
I think it's kind of some spots on the road. And, if you take all the road games at Missouri, we played really well for a big portion of that game. Alabama, we didn't. You're exactly right, in kind of an Alabama game. And the last 2 games were the second halves. It wasn't the first half. So we actually talked about that at halftime of making defensive stops. And really, our defensive problems in this game in the second half were because of our offense. We were taking bad shots. We were stuck. We weren't moving well. And they were getting transition opportunities. So once we got our offense better, our defense got better in the second half.
A.J. Hoggard started the game 0 for 10 from the field, but you can still see that he contributes things because he's able to penetrate and move the defense around like that. It's not just scoring for him, right? How does he kind of affect the game with the ball in his hands?
Yeah, he's always one of our highest in assists. And I think he had 6 today. And I kind of got him on the bench there, and I told him, I was like, look, keep driving and play off 2 feet. And he's a big body guard. He's not a vertical guard. And, I think some of those were rushed when he missed those shots early. And he got in there, and he really iced the game away. Him and Jason Edwards did a great job of making individual tough plays for us, and you need those to put a game away like that. And then A.J. got those, and he also got the big 3 in the second half.
Did you have to learn how to coach Edwards a little bit in terms of shot selection? Obviously, you made some really difficult ones tonight.
I got to learn how to coach everybody. And everybody's different, and my job is to bring the best out in them. And and not everybody's perfect, and I'm not, and so it's my job is to accelerate their strengths and do things they do well. Obviously, he can heat up in a hurry, and you've seen it this year how we need it, and he's got different amount of freedom than some other guys, and because he can make some plays.
How huge was that stretch from Jaylen, the boost that he gave you there at the beginning of the game, and you guys couldn't get some shots early on?
Yeah, it was a tough start where they're making threes, and we got blown by right away on a drive right away, and it was like we weren't settled in on defense, and really like Jaylen Carey came in and calmed us down. Like the game slowed down when he was in there, and some of it was his offensive rebound putbacks. We got some stuff around the rim, had a big post move there in that sequence, but I think he slowed the game down, and we needed that at that time.
We heard a few "We Want Auburn" chants from the student section. How exciting is that to be able to have this great crowd and be bringing in the #1 team in the country?
Every one of these games is exciting, and the students have been. It's been a lot of fun to coach in this environment. Our guys love playing in this environment, and I think they stayed off the court today, so good for them. And so the Auburn game, I've watched them on film, obviously, many times with the different opponents. I think every team's kind of got weaknesses, but Auburn don't have any weaknesses. And like you watch them, and I'll study them more, and maybe I can find something. I doubt it because I've already seen them a bunch. They can win any different style. They are terrific, and it'll be a big challenge. We're going to need to play really well and need everything around us to be great environment, great support, and these games are fun, so we'll take a shot.
Curious to get your thoughts on Jaylen Carey's emotion, specifically the head slamming into the basket.
Yeah, it's I love positive emotion. I don't know how you describe that one. I don't think that's negative or positive, but he's in his zone out there, and we kind of got to set the tone and be a certain way, and everybody talks about height. Well, there's something to be said for a guy that's 260 pounds of muscle that can also battle like a football player out there too. So we need him. He's important. We're not that deep there, but he kind of gives us a different personality with the whole entire team.
Anything else?
All right. Thank you all.